So we're on the Lacovia main road, heading back to Kingston. For persons who don't know where that is, it's in St. Elizabeth. We're coming from Black River. So today we went on Impact. We went to three or four places. See if I can remember. So Holland Bamboo. How many persons know that there's a major community up Holland Bamboo? It's called Holland Village. So because before Hurricane Melissa, we had all the bamboos making this beautiful arch, and you just drive through at high speed, not realizing that there's a massive community up the hill. So we went to Lacovia, and then we went to another place called something on the rice. I don't remember. But we went in those communities to do impact. We were asked by persons who were devastated by the hurricane if we could come and provide supplies, and we went ahead and we did that. It was beautiful being able to minister to the folks and really supplying a need that they have. What happened is the hurricane relief supplies that are coming into the area are predominantly going inside the town or the main areas. And there are some areas, they are not cut off, they are not isolated, they are not dangerous or anything like that. It's just that no one knows of these areas per se. And so while we were in this particular community, a lady came up to us. I'm trying to remember, rice, it's not priced right. Anyway, so we were in Lacovia area. A lady came to me and said, hey, there are some folks up Holland Village that are hungry and need help. No form of relief supplies have made its way in that community. And so she asked a community member from the community we're coming from to escort us to the area. So they got on a bike, 2 persons, and they took us from Lacovia to Holland Village. When we went up there, of course, the scene remains the same. Devastation across the board. We saw houses flattened, roof removed, everything was, it's just a horror story, a nightmare. But we were able to go in the community and we met some really wonderful persons who just need help, need a little relief. One other thing I can appreciate with these small communities is just how loving and cooperative they are. As I said, we were in one community and they told us where we could have gone to provide aid to another community, and that's just something that I find so heart-rendering. When we got to the community, persons were so loving, kind. We went to one house, we were handing out supplies, and the person is, they're calling their neighbors, they're just shouting across the hills, just shouting, calling their neighbors, hey, 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 supplies are here, you know. And that was just amazing to witness. Persons were offering to take supplies for their neighbors who weren't available They were telling us where senior folks were, where we could go and make the greatest impact. They were telling us where pregnant persons were, persons with the greatest needs. And that was just amazing. So coming out of Holland Village, we then turn right and head to Black River town, because the team that came with me today, I wanted them to get a first-hand experience of the devastation, and going there will show you exactly how powerful this hurricane was. Just driving through the town of Black River, major devastation. Doesn't matter how many times you'd have gone there, it just feels so surreal, so eerie, so dark. The devastation is beyond words. So of course we drove through that community, and then we're now on our way back to head home. So of course we're on the Lacovia main road heading to Santa Cruz to go up Spur Tree, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, Kingston. But as you can see, for the last 7 minutes you've been watching this video, I'm in traffic. We're in traffic. I've been walking, as I can see the traffic is not moving. So one of the biggest challenge we have down here is this traffic. It's crazy. Part of the challenge, for anyone who have been down here would recognize, is that there's this constant escort of companies or corporations who would have hired the police to escort them and their team and release supplies to the area. And when they're leaving or heading back home like us, there's this large entourage of cars going through, and here comes an example of one right now. Well, we'll soon see it. So, well, this is just one, that's just one car right now, but in most cases what happened, you have a police car driving, escorting 20-30 cars at high speed going up the road, turning the road into 3 lanes basically, and thus limiting the dual flow of traffic. There are persons who are in the lane, the left lane rather, who are not able to move, because of course when the police are escorting those 30 cars, other cars join in, bus, taximan, and it just creates this massive upset, this massive block, and we're not moving. Right now there seems to be a flow, but that started somewhere down here. So let me go back, because as she's in the car, she's somewhere all the way down, and we'll see her soon. Well, not soon, because I'm sure the traffic before this intersection is probably still backed up, but the folks need all the help they can get. They need all the supply and relief they can get, but you have to bear in mind that it comes with great sacrifice. You're gonna have to be prepared to endure hours in the traffic. So we talk about no bathroom visits, burning excess fuel, being bored, you know. So for the past 2 hours we've been here. Here's another police car coming up. Let's see if this is one of the examples that I'm referring to, where you see they're escorting a shift. Yep, this is one. Let me see if I could get a little closer to show you. So The police car is in front. That's the van right here. And there is one car behind it right there. There is the, I think, a coaster as well, trying to push through. Yup. And another coaster as well. And another coaster. And then some other cars. And then the truth is, sometimes most of those cars are not even part of the entourage, you know. They just jump on. And so when you have this, I don't know what to call it. It's almost this unfair use of the road. You know, other law-abiding drivers remain in the line trying, but then you just have these people skipping. And then this is a narrow road. Like, this road was not designed to handle this level of traffic. This road was probably designed to handle maybe 2,000 cars for the day overall. This probably hit 2,000 cars every 5 or 10 minutes based on the amount of, you know, the traffic. So there is a strong relief effort. You know, folks are coming down to deliver supplies. We know some people just come for sightseeing, but hey, that has its good, because if more YouTubers, content creators come down here and show what is truly happening, then you get to see what is happening as well, and you are sending your support. I can honestly say that I've gotten support for our daily runs through the content that I have put out, as well as others. So that does have a purpose. The story, the situation down here, there is need for it to be broadcast. It's dire. It's unprecedented. It is catastrophic beyond measure, and so persons need to see it. Persons probably need to experience it, so they're able to act and give accordingly. It's one thing to say that the area has been devastated, is another thing to see it for yourself. Because when you see it on your media, what you see is what our cameras are able to show you. When you come down here for yourself, you're able to live the experience. You're able to feel the atmosphere, the dry air, as there are no trees, and so the air is dry. There is a stench of death, decaying plants, leaf, animal, and critters. The air is still. There are just no trees, right? And the time is hot. It's exceptionally hot during the day, and I hear it's almost freezing at nights. And of course, there is the whole matter of the mosquitoes. So being here just help you to appreciate just how bad the situation is and how urgent the need is. And then you'll get to understand as well the scale of relief that is needed. It is not a one-time wonder situation. This is a long-term form of relief that's needed. There's also a cultural shift or practice that would also need to be adjusted. One of the things I've seen are persons just standing on the side of the road, stretching and demanding person or begging food, and they're using babies to attract persons by saying, hey, the baby is hungry. And so what you want to do is what we'll need to do is try to get persons back to a place of honesty and in hard work. You know, you want persons to start work again, because right now there is this sense of
open the road because the other side is movement. If they give space, people are turning left and right.
Alright, so
Go.
as you can see, persons are just doing what they need to do to keep themselves entertained. The police officers are here trying to control the situation. In my mind, I think they're a little too late, but it's never too late to gain some control. So they are, I don't know, I guess they're just closing the road or blocking. I don't know what they're doing at this point, because as you can see, the road is free in front of me, and yet this officer is here blocking the road. So let me just see if I can get a word to him and find out what's going on. But until we meet again, this is Leon French reporting live from Lacovia Main Road in St. Elizabeth, on my way to Santa Cruz Stone to head back to Kingston after a day of impact in the areas of Lacovia, a place with a rice in there somewhere, can't remember the name of that, and Holland village near. So until we meet again, peace.